Intel has announced its hotly anticipated 14th gen Core Ultra Meteor Lake based processors will launch on December 14th, making good on its promise to get the new chips out in 2023, but just barely. I'm James Schreiber, this is TechLinked, and this is an Intel press release saying the new CPUs offer all the performance of 13th gen Raptor Lake chips with half the power draw. With Meteor Lake, Intel finally joins its competitors with its first CPU that uses independently fabricated chiplets for each component that are then assembled. While some of these tiles will be created using Intel's bleeding edge Intel 4 process, others will use TSMC's 5nm process. It's good too. The chips use a new type of efficiency core, which Intel calls a low power island. It's a 2023 thing, designed to handle light workloads without powering up a more energy-hungry compute tile, reportedly doubling integrated graphics performance per watt. December 14th will also be the launch of Intel's faster and more powerful 5th gen Xeon processors, which they hope will help democratize the AI-enabled siliconomy.
That's where clowns run banks.
Intel likewise showed off its cutting-edge new substrate material, glass, which they say will allow for 50% greater density of chiplets and interconnections. Just don't drop it though, you could get a cut. Amazon held their 2023 Devices and Services event where they announced that their assistant, Alexa, would finally be getting that LLM glow up glam, infusing her dialogue with naturalistic pauses, and laughs, so you can reenact the plot of Her and have a whirlwind romance with your smart speaker. And if you're not happy with the ersatz Scarlett Johansson, Alexa will be getting 25 unique personalities via character.ai, allowing lonely users to roleplay what it's like to have friends. They're even adding an eye gaze feature, this is unrelated, where users can activate preset actions by giving Alexa the smolder. Alexa will also be getting real-time captioning for audio and video calls, and in the US, Alexa Emergency Assist, a hands-free way to contact emergency services with pre-programmed critical information like the user's address, medications, and allergies. It costs $6 a month, but if you don't have the spare cash, you definitely can't pay for an ambulance anyway, so... In terms of actual devices, and not just software, Amazon unveiled its next-gen Echo Frame smart glasses, which amazingly actually look like something a person would intentionally wear. Otherwise, there was a refresh of Amazon's various gadgets and doodads, including the Echo Hub, the Eero Max 7 router, the Fire TV Stick 4K Max, and the freaky little cameras Jeff Bezos uses to watch you sleep. NVIDIA's DLSS 3.5 debuts this week on September 21st in Cyberpunk 2077 in the lead up to next week's launch of its Phantom Liberty DLC. In addition to DLSS 3's super resolution, deep learning anti-aliasing, and frame generation, DLSS 3.5 adds ray reconstruction, which uses a supercomputer trained AI network to generate higher quality pixels in between sampled rays by recognizing lighting patterns from training data and recreating them during play. But this isn't just about hyper-accurate simulations and picture-perfect aesthetics while you team up with Idris Elba to rescue the president. There's reportedly a distinct performance bump. NVIDIA claims an 8% frame rate boost in Cyberpunk 2077 over DLSS 3.0, and early users say the new overdrive ray tracing mode is less demanding on the GPU. Creators will be getting access to DLSS 3.5 this week via Chaos Vantage, which I'm given to understand is a creative tool and not an edgy comic book anti-hero or a sex move.
I call it the Chaos Vantage.
I can see everything from here.
Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by UGREEN and their Nexode RG charger. Experience up to 65 watts charging power and up to 3 ports to power all your devices at once, as long as you have exactly 3 devices. Experience fast, eco-friendly charging at its best with GaN technology. And little RG will even keep you updated on your device's charging progress by making the most adorable faces. With its unique robot-like design and protective shell, it is durable, so this little guy can add a little touch of cuteness to your setup for a long time. Don't worry about your new little buddy overheating your devices either. It's equipped with UGREEN's Thermal Guard TM protection to ensure your devices are safe by intelligently adjusting power levels. Make a new friend that'll vouch for you when the AIs take over by checking out the link below.
Psst, hey kid, you want some quick bits? Oh, your mom told you not to take quick bits from strangers? Yeah, that's sound advice. The UK's online safety bill is set to become a law, but while its government touts the bill as a way to protect the children, its solutions could seriously affect privacy. The bill mandates online platforms verify users' ages, and the only effective methods to do that risk linking people's browsing history to their legal identity. This is why a similar Californian law was blocked after the state tried to argue that collecting face scans to estimate users' age was minimally invasive. That's like calling a home intruder a surprise house guest.
Come on in, what's the bat for?
iFixit has decided to retroactively drop the iPhone 14's repairability score after previously calling it the most repairable iPhone in years. While the phone's hardware technically makes it easy to swap parts, software will prevent the repaired phone from working properly if Daddy Tim Cook didn't give his blessing. And he'll only give it if you buy your replacement parts directly from Apple, preventing anyone from recycling harvested parts. What would Mother Octavia Spencer say, Tim? New information on the infamous 7nm SoC found in Huawei's Mate 60 Pro phones suggests that half of the processor cores were designed in-house, with most of the chip's components vulnerable to current US sanctions replaced with homegrown products. Despite this, just yesterday, the US Commerce Secretary said they have no evidence Huawei can manufacture the chips at scale, meaning the Mate 60 Pro will probably only be available to the most elite, exclusive selection of CCP spy targets.
Just an honor to be selected.
The Danaher Corporation, which produces diagnostic machines for tuberculosis, has agreed to lower the cost of its basic test cartridges by 20% in high TB countries, in response to criticism of its printer ink-like business model. You know the one where the device is cheap but the ink costs more than a high-end perfume? Danaher claims the new price of $7.97 per test is the at-cost price where they receive no profit. However, they have not agreed to lower the cost on their advanced tests used to confirm drug-resistant TB, which magically does not kill people.
When you die of TB, you die in real life.
You die in the game. Like, how many movies is that?
I don't know.
And Elon Musk's Neuralink has received approval for human clinical trials, sign me up, and is looking to recruit patients with quadriplegia that also haven't heard about the allegedly cruel animal trials former Neuralink employees called hack jobs. Once recruits are found, Neuralink will move forward with what it calls the PRIME study. For some reason, Neuralink expects us to believe that PRIME stands for Precise Robotically Implanted Brain-Computer Interface in a poor attempt to hide that Elon probably chose the name to dab on Bezos. And you better dab back on Wednesday for more tech links before we become a Neuralink exclusive.
Can't wait to get probed.